Hush, Morris. Whisper who dares. There's one at the gate.
What?
Thing I most admire you for, Mo, is your economy with words. You are frugal with words. Follow me.
Go frugal yourself!
Oh, Morris, we've been good companions. Don't go sour on me now, laddie. Together we stand. Together we fall. Agreed?
Yeah.
Well, follow me then.
Natural bloody leader!
Watch.
Yes. Oh, he's just walked in now. Right here, sir. Yes, thank you. Mr. Croft, you wanted?
I knew you'd come to your senses sooner or later.
Steady, pal.
Oh, God, Maisie, you've no idea how I want to be wanted.
You are, sir, by himself.
Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't got your... But then look, no matter how I beg, plead, or attempt to persuade you otherwise, I want you to remain firm, resolute, and tell me no. You understand?
Not exactly, no.
That's what I want to hear. No, no, never. I'll die rather than say yes.
Keep trying, will you? Do that.
Sorry, Gov.
Yes, me too. Police surgeon?
On his way.
Jake?
He's get-at-able.
Round him up, get yourself over there at the double. I'll join you just as soon as I've contacted Scene of Crime's madam photographer.
Yeah, well, I'm wearing my bathing suit.
Look, you take care of preliminaries. I'll get you to the court on time.
A new man's coming in today, yeah?
I'm going to team him up with Maggie.
She's still on compassionate.
As soon as I can get through to the Herne Bay number, I'll recall her.
You had enough yet, Grandad? Grandad! Grandad. Grandad.
It's a bit of a teaser, this one, isn't it? Naked, no external signs of violence.
Well, apart from the burn marks on the hands and feet.
Yeah, I was about to say, apart from the burn. What'd the doctor say?
He's dead.
Who was it?
Cameron.
Bloody old woman.
Well, he's past it.
Now, why do I reckon I know that face?
Could be he's a degenerate.
Thank you.
A sexual pervert, deviant. He's having his little bit of fun. He's got out of hand, gone too far, and poof,
He snuffed it.
his little friends have panicked.
Why little?
Why what?
How do you know they're little?
Well, all right, they're enormous. His bloody enormous friends have panicked. Can dump the body here, it fits.
You stop smoking.
Not saying a word.
Equally as an early morning streaker who suffered a heart attack.
All right, how'd you account for the burns?
He could have got there sliding down a rope.
Excuse me, gentlemen, do you mind?
I'm sorry I've got to dash off like this.
I understand. If you've got to go,
I've really
you...
got no choice.
The exigencies of the service.
I'm quite sure your mother wouldn't have been recalled unless you had some very important business to attend to.
I expect it's another missing dog, and Russell's got a lead.
No doubt, when you become the breadwinner, your mother will be in a position to take things easier.
And how you put up with this last week.
You're always welcome, dear, you know that.
I admire the way you managed to keep up appearances, Aunt.
It's no place to shame. I don't know how you do it.
Simple, dear. If it moves, I cement over it. If it doesn't move, I paint it. Don't worry about him. He's safe for a bit.
I see you got rid of your garden gnome since we were last here.
Yes, a hooligan element took exception to them. I can't think why. Vandals.
Well, never mind. You could always stick a little fish pole in his one good hand and wheel him out in the mornings. A fair substitute, wouldn't you say?
That's not funny, Steve.
Perhaps not, but a lot safer, provided she wheeled him back indoors at night.
You've got everything in the car.
I'm ready to go.
Right, I'm going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for everything, Maggie. Goodbye, Tim. God bless.
Don't worry, mate. I'll be back to rescue you.
Here, and drive.
You letting him drive?
Why not?
Rather you than me.
Bye-bye, Dad.
I don't expect you to write. I know how your time's taken up. But do try and phone. You will, won't you?
I'll phone. Promise.
And come down again soon. Any time.
Is that absolutely necessary?
Sorry?
Do you normally speak to people like that?
People like what?
Like a lout.
Oh, Mum.
What?
Nothing, just oh, Mum.
You were behaving like a lout. You were being deliberately bloody rude.
Was I?
Yes, you were.
Well, I'm not happy.
Not happy about what?
About her. Her attitude. I don't like her. I don't like the way she treats my grandfather, and I don't like the idea of him ending his days there with her. The silly, unsympathetic cow.
You watch your tongue.
I've watched my tongue, if that's physically possible, for the past 10 days.
Steve, listen.
I don't want to row, Mum. Not while I'm driving.
All right, you've got something to say, so go on, say it, and let's get it all out in the open.
Look, I'm pretty level-headed as a rule. You agree? I'm not given to teenage tantrums and emotional outbursts. As a policeman's son, I know the drill. And by and large, I don't step out of line. I watch my P's and Q's and remind myself constantly that you're the Metropolitan Police hero's widow and I'm your model teenage son. But when, for Christ's sake, Mother, you're going to recognise the fact that I've grown up? That I have opinions of my own? And that my opinions don't necessarily conform to yours, but are still valid simply because they're mine? And let me finish, please! I don't care about your Auntie Wing. I don't care how good, how kind, how decent she may or may not be. But I care about my grandfather. Because I feel affection. A great deal of affection for him. And none for her. Now, have we got it out in the open?
My God, you think I just foisted it off? Is that what you think? Oh, my God, Steve, I did it. We did it for you.
For me?
Yes, for you. You don't have the monopoly on affection, you know, Steve. Look, I love my father dearly. But there comes a moment when someone has to make a decision. It was your A-level year. I'd watched you struggling to cope with your studies. You're helping me. You've always done that, and I appreciated it. But Dad, living at home and you having to see to him as well, it was too much. You realised that. It wasn't just me. Your grandfather knew. I didn't lay down any laws.
Are you telling me you volunteered for that?
That, as you call it, is living with his sister by the sea. She may not be Florence Nightingale, but at least she has the time to devote to him.
Oh, so as far as you're concerned, he's all right. He's happy.
Now you are talking like a teenager. You come up against a problem, no easy solution, so you strike out in all directions. Look, my father has led an active, independent life. He hates the idea of being a burden. He's never going to be happy having to rely on other people. You wouldn't be any happy having to rely on you. A situation like this is not a question of who's right or wrong. It's just knowing what to do for the best. forewarned.
Let's get you back to town.
Don't look now, but I think Jake just arrested somebody.
He's got the devil in him since he went in front of the board for DI. How'd he get on?
Oh, went swimmingly, according to him.
Heard any whispers?
I think he may have dropped a bricket.
Such as?
There's a deputy commander on the board, got a thing about statistics. Now, he's rapping on about something like every 84 minutes in the greater London area, a woman is being raped or mugged. And he asked Jake for his comments.
Jake says.
She must be getting a bit bloody fed up.
Did they laugh?
Not a titter.
Typical hard-nosed Brits, bloody humorless lot.
Right, I'm off.
Back to the factory?
Yeah, I want to get on the coroner's office, get that one pushed up the queue.
Would that be before or after breakfast?
Well,
Save some fried bread for me, huh? Bloody famished.
I'll have a fag. Go on.
I had my breakfast menu all planned, didn't I? Sugar puffs, bacon and egg, fried tomato. Where'd you find him?
He was lurking in the background. Thought he looked a bit suspicious.
Smells a bit fishy, I see that.
His name is Leo Erms.
That is correct.
Had a word to beat constable.
Oh, he's ignorant.
He tells me that Leo here and a
The
friend
beat constable is ignorant of the facts.
have been dossing on this site
We have been resident on this site.
for the past 3 or 4 weeks.
2 months, come Thursday.
Well,
That is where we live. So, constable, I am a material witness.
he's a bit more than that, Gov, in my opinion. Could be wrong. I've got a sneaking suspicion our friend here is wearing the dead man's shoes. All right, Leo. Let's fire to the Daps.
I beg your pardon?
They want to examine your footwear.
I do?
I should stand back if I were you. It could seriously damage your appetite. Get them off.
Would you mind?
Sorry.
You reckon? The shoe fits.
Hey, on your way back to the Nick, Gov?
Him travelling in my car, not bloody likely.
Who's attending the postmortem?
What time are you due in court?
Call for 10.
Ah, now do us a favour, Gov. Formaldehyde and an empty stomach. I'll be calling for Huey. Any case, I'll get Blossom booked in and questioned.
No way they're going to get a scalpel to that one before 11.
Right, does that leave you free to attend?
No, I got an appointment at the yard.
Oh, yeah.
So, look, sir, it's all down to Maggie.
She'll like that.
I'll get a good breakfast inside you. That's an order. Going to be a long day, yes?
Don't get all boisterous, Leo. Decide to put you on a diet. Sampan frit. You're not only out of condition, you're definitely not nice to know.
I do my best, laddie. I walk about in the rain.
That can rot your socks.
I used a bar of soap once. Since when I have used no other.
I'll go Bible on that. Wheel him away.
Come on, Cinders. Morning. Get that lot sorted by lunchtime. I'll buy a beer.
Jake, you got such a way with words. Her heart fluttered within her breast like a captive bird as the brave sergeant leaned over her and in a voice throbbing with submerged passion said, "Get that lot sorted by lunchtime and I'll buy you a beer."
Well, be thankful for small mercies.
Do I have any choice?
Jake,
Ah, heard you're in the building.
it pays to advertise. How are you?
Oh, I'm bearing up. Congratulations. Cool.
I'm dogging you, man. I hear you could be gracing a DI's desk with any luck,
No,
yeah?
I'm not counting any chickens.
Hi.
This is our resident boiler. Ever you're in trouble, she'll probably be the cause. Sergeant Phillips. Peter Phillips, Maisie. As from today, he's on the strength.
Nice to meet you.
Pete and I were at Cannon Row together. I helped train him.
Oh, my God.
He give you a hard time?
We're working at it.
All right. Here, you been to see the governor?
Yeah, he seemed a bit...
Yeah, there's a flap on it. Do you want to do me a favour?
Like what?
I've got a wino banged up downstairs, got a mate on me could have a word with. If I give you a location, will you lift him for me?
Yeah, well, I'm only making out the numbers here, aren't I? OK, see you later.
Ta.
Jake, what made you join the CID?
Heard it was glamorous.
Is it?
I was misinformed.
Excuse me.
Oh, can I help you?
I know my way around.
You work here?
Yes, do you?
Detective Sergeant Phillips.
How do you do? I'm Detective Inspector Forbes.
Well, pleased to make your acquaintance, ma'am. Would you like to go ahead?
Yes, I think I will if you don't mind.
Wise decision. He hasn't had his splash all over yet.
Russell, yeah? You're all right. No, hang on. Phillips brought you out the dustbin. You want a word?
Not half, I don't.
Be right down.
What's happening? It's like a morgue out there. Hello, Jake.
Maggie?
How are things?
All right.
You look a bit fraught.
Oh, I just got back from Herne Bay.
No luggage, you're still in West Woodring. I've got a dash. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Any improvement? Want to talk about it?
Not really. So, what have we got on?
Funny one.
Funny peculiar or funny ha-ha?
Derelict site by the gasworks, corner of Cleveland and...
Oh, Sexton Road.
Right. Yeah, who's that? Yeah, well, tell Phillips I'd like a word, like now. Beat constable discovered a body on it early this morning. Now, only signs of violence, burn marks on one hand and feet.
Sex?
That's the first thing that Bob thought of. Now, talking of morgues...
Oh, one-track mind, all of you. When I say sex, I mean male or female.
Male, white. I've opened the file. All yours.
Oh, thank you.
You won't have time to read it before, so I suggest you go through it while you're waiting for the results of postmortem.
I'm attending the postmortem.
Right.
When?
I'd start thinking of making a move now if I was you.
What, on an empty stomach?
Empty
Oh, now, look, wait a minute. I get an urgent call. Get back here, all hell's a popping. I drive up non-stop from Herne Bay. I haven't eaten
Investigating officer has a duty to attend a postmortem. You know that. It's routine.
You're a sadistic sod.
All going on around here, Governor.
Is it? What have you got?
Not a lot, apart from a sinking feeling in my stomach.
Phillips, tell me, what do you think of women detectives?
Not much.
Meaning?
Meaning I haven't had much time to think about women detectives, sir.
Well, go knock on Inspector Forbes' door and introduce yourself as her new man Friday.
It's Monday, Gov.
On your way, Sergeant.
Oh, apropos lunch, sir.
Have a word with Inspector Forbes. I'm sure she'll have made provision, and a word of advice. Stop worrying about your stomach. Start contemplating your status. It's looking decidedly iffy.
Now, what can I do for you?
Governor says to say I'm with you.
Oh, wonderful. You been fumigated?
No, could always aim me out, though.
Yeah, that's true. Take a seat.
Oh, not exactly house proud, is he?
No, but he's a good copper.
Well, that should make someone happy.
We've got a post-mortem to attend.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Now, don't worry you.
Worry me? No, I love them.
Yeah, well, I'll need an exhibits officer.
Forensic science is where it's all at, you know. We can't make a move without them. You know... Sorry, I'll get on my soapbox. That whole area to me is nothing short of magic.
You serious?
Hmm? Like the man said, all the bits and bobs carefully bagged and tagged. You take stomach contents. Now, I don't have to tell you, they can often provide the vital clue. I mean, all you have to do is give a pathologist a handful of liver and lights, and in his hands it becomes a chart, a mine of information. Give him a basin full of stomach contents, and he becomes a clairvoyant, peering, groping into the past.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready. Hey, let me give you a hand. Don't worry about it. You can always lean on me.
Thank you.
Apologies for not getting to grips with your client sooner. I endeavour to cope with what Charlie here describes as our rush hour, but as you can see for yourselves, we've had an entire chapter of calamity. Step closer, do. Let's make a start, shall we? He that hath no stomach for this fight, let him depart. Are you feeling all right, my dear? Well, just hold that there. You attended postmortems before?
Yes,
Still makes you feel a bit queasy, eh?
a bit.
It's the terrible stench of formaldehyde that unsettles me, particularly on an empty stomach. I expect that's what did for your colleague.
Yes, I expect so.
A bit bloody silly, that, wasn't it?
A bit.
Feel a right Burke. It's never happened to me before.
First time.
Suppose you'll be dining out on it?
Dining out on what?
Oh, come on, it's got to be worth a laugh, isn't it? Brand new sergeant flakes out, you stay on your feet.
Where are you?
First date could be embarrassing.
You worked with any police women before?
No, never.
Prejudice?
Well, I haven't given it much thought.
Look, I don't know what your attitude is to police women in general, but let's get rid of a few misconceptions about me. I don't give a damn who I work with, as long as they do their job and allow me to get on with mine. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the incident's closed, all right?
Yeah, well, I'll take that with a pinch of salt.
You, Sergeant, can do what your blood... Look, you came on strong and you came unstuck. If you want to brood about it, go ahead. It's your business. I don't like repeating myself, but as I said, I've forgotten it, all right?
All right, I believe you.
Thank you.
If they should ask me.
You could write a book.
Yes, ma'am.
Go on, get out.
I'm on your side.
Now, CRO's got quite a hefty dossier on this man. Name, Edwin Charles Ferris, commonly known as Ned. Lot of form, all burglary, positive MO. Sole operator specialising in the theft of objets d'art. 5 arrests, 3 convictions, no record of violence. Last sentence 73, released 79. Has been questioned on various occasions since then. Thank you. Now, Ferris was married, no children, permanent address 32 Fawcett Street, Walthamstow. The inspector there's got a personal file on him, but it's a slim one. Ferris's domestic life seems to have been stable, and he had no obvious vices. Apart from a gas guzzler. He drove a Daimler Jag. Now, you want to get this down. Registration. CYW 576V. That's it. Ma'am?
Now, regarding the post-mortem, well, I won't go into details. Sufficient to say that it showed conclusively that Ferris died of an electrical shock. Now, my opinion, for what it's worth, is that Ferris was out on a job, but the chances of you picking up a whisper on this are slim. Sergeant Barrett pointed out he was a loner. But if we can locate the car, we're in with a chance. Now, it's lots of legwork, but, well, at least it'll keep you on the streets and out of those unhealthy drinking establishments. Good luck.
Detail this lot, Objectman.
Come on, girls.
What's first move?
As if you didn't know.
Would seem logical.
Well, unless she's heard it unofficially, she doesn't even know she's a widow yet.
Yes?
Mrs. Ferris?
Yes?
We're police officers.
Yes.
I wonder if we could have a word.
You've got a warrant?
This is Detective Sergeant Phillips. I'm Detective Inspector Forbes.
Piss off.
I don't think you quite understand.
Get out of it. Scarper, bugger off. I don't even want you crossing this threshold. Is that understood? Go on, get out of it. Sling your bloody hook. You're worse than the bloody Gestapo. Go on, get out. Piss off.
Me and the inspector are trekked all the way out here to tell you something we think you ought to know. Like as of this morning, You're a widow.
Hold on a minute. Look, I didn't mean to go off the deep end. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Yes, well, we're human too, Mrs. Ferris.
Of course you are. It's just that, well...
What?
Come in. Come on in. Both of you. What happened?
Shall we sit down?
I don't want a lot of sympathy. I just want to know what happened.
How about some tea?
Through there. It's all marked.
I just have to ask you some routine questions, Mrs. Ferris.
Yeah. Well, they're always routine.
Your husband's body was found on a derelict site. This morning, he'd been electrocuted.
Go on.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Mrs. Ferris. Your husband had a record.
A record of police vindictiveness and judicial tyranny.
He was a known criminal.
Criminal? Bullshit. He was a burglar. One of the best. Probably the best. But then only history will tell, won't it?
Excuse me. All right if I use your,
I never got around to plumbing and, The lavatory's through there. Right next to the bedroom.
Ta.
Bloody transparent, it's not true. My husband was a professional. You won't find anything through there.
Does your husband's death concern you, Mrs. Ferris?
My husband was a man of integrity. He had principles and he clung to them. Wasn't a socialist. He believed in free enterprise. He was a fundamentalist and a Freemason.
I have reason to believe that your husband died sometime Sunday morning. Was he here with you on Saturday?
Yes.
Can you remember what time he left home?
Yes.
Or was he quite late?
Around 10.
Did he say where he was going?
No.
Did you ask?
No. I'll pour. Milk?
Thank you.
Yeah. Help yourselves to sugar.
You've got some nice pieces.
And receipts for every one of them.
And a fairly sophisticated burglar alarm to protect them.
Yes, well, my husband was nobody's fool.
Oh, your husband just walked out of the house about 10.
That's right.
You weren't even curious?
No.
Why? What, was it routine, like a job? Dirty weekend?
If that's your idea of the psychological approach, forget it. It's pathetic.
Would have worried you either way?
I assumed he had business to attend to.
Well, why would you assume that if no words had passed between you?
You married?
Now you're changing the subject. I mean, why would you assume that he had business to attend to, and what sort of business would you assume it to be at 10 o'clock at night?
Was it the way he was dressed?
Dressed?
Do you have a file on your husband, Mrs. Ferris? We've studied his M.O. The sergeant is asking whether he was wearing his working clothes.
The work was a taboo subject. Closed book. I never inquired about his work.
You keep your front door locked at night?
Of course.
Alone in the house late at night? Naturally, she'd have everything bolted and barred, wouldn't she? Alarm system activated?
I've answered all the questions I consider to be necessary, and I would like you to leave.
Your husband, he suffered from a severe stomach complaint.
Did he?
He was on a low-residue diet. It would be helpful if we could establish where he ate his last meal. Did you make him something before he left home?
I don't remember.
Now, let me jog your memory. Did you cook him cream sweetbreads on Saturday?
You bloody barbarians. You opened him up, didn't you? You animals. You disgust me.
It's just routine, Mrs. Ferris.
And informative.
There's more than can be said for you.
Mrs. Ferris, your husband fell foul of someone.
You don't alarm me. I'd just like you to go.
Yes, we're going. Have to identify the body. That's the law. You'll be available?
From now on, anything I say will be said in the presence of my solicitor. I'll see you to the door.
We'll be in touch.
You know where to find me.
1 hour. 1 hour I spent in a witness box being cross-examined by that
Did you get on?
Case dismissed.
Any joy?
God, I've met some hard-boiled females in my time, but that one takes the biscuit.
Hardtack?
With weevils. Her old man, he left the house about 10 o'clock Saturday night.
Is that all?
Either she doesn't know or she doesn't care. I didn't like her one little bit. There is one thing in our favour. I mean, the point that I'm making... Oh, God, what am I doing?
That was his lunch.
Look, I got a feeling that she's lying. I got a feeling she knows where that car is, and I got a feeling she'll make a beeline for it.
Feminine feelings. Stroll on.
Yeah. Sergeant Phillips found this.
Where'd you find this?
Bedside table drawer.
Class worker.
Well, at least you've got a bit of get up and go.
What do you make of that?
Collection of early Russian icons. Fulton Gallery. It's 2 months old.
Well, read on. There's a name.
Right, it's made available courtesy of Mr. Damien Dale. Is that it?
Well, I'm asking you.
What was that, the Fulton Gallery? Shall I check with their security?
Yeah, use that phone. A bid tag. Don't want to start a panic. Right. Who's the authority on electricity?
The only thing I know about electrics is the young man who came to mend the washing machine.
Bit of a live wire, was he?
Talking to a lady inspector like that. Tut tut. Shocking.
No, not at all. He was an homosexual.
What? Not from Empstead.
Yeah, all right. Joke over.
Oh, good afternoon. I'm making some current inquiry. Sorry.
Oh, come on, seriously.
Oh, policeman.
What sort of voltage do you need to kill a man?
Amps are more dangerous than volts.
Yeah, it's regarding an early exhibition of ancient Russian icons.
Number 10, Richmond Avenue. You want to make note of that?
Yeah. How do you spell that name?
Dalziel. Old Scots name. Pronounced Dale.
That's right,
You know it.
Now, normal domestic supply, 13 amps, right?
Depends on your requirements. You've got the mains in the street being fed from the transformer. The current's tapped from those mains, but it's all the same water. It's a pipe, greater the volume. Per pipe, read cable.
So what does it need to kill a man?
With the right conditions. Good earth
Look,
to start
all
with.
I'm asking is, could Ferris have collected a fatal shock from, let's say, tampering with a burglar alarm?
Come on, Gov, he's a professional. He could render an alarm system useless blindfold, besides which he'd be protected. Gloves, shoes...
Gloves. Knew there was something in the back of my mind. Gloves. Jake, tell him you call him back.
I'll call you back.
Your 2 dossers. Anyone find any gloves?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Well, they could have been ditched.
Whole area's been gone over with a fine-tooth comb.
Exactly, and Bob's absolutely right. Ferris without gloves, bet my bottom dollar he even shaved with his gloves on. What are you waiting for?
The car's been found, sir.
Where?
Beauchamp Walk, Southwest 3.
Pronounced Beecham.
Thank you, sir.
Is that meaningful?
Could be. Richmond Walk. It runs straight into Richmond Avenue. That's got to be more than a coincidence.
Right, I'll get on forensics. They can go over the car. You lot get yourself over to Richmond Ave.
Team-handed.
Well, why not? Nothing like a show of strength. Use the psychological approach, yes?
Like group therapy.
Phillips gets the dustbin detail.
SW3, Chelsea. Got a glass of dustbin.
Now, Bob, you're the wizard of Ohms, amps and things. If you can't get yourself into the cupboard under the stairs, Vada the doings.
I'll have a bash.
1 word, gloves.
2 words. You're on.
Let's have a moody wander. Check the possibility of gaining access from the rear, yeah?
I'll have to play this one by ear. Get Tom to put that one through the computer, will you? I'm going in.
You'll be Wolverton's people. I'll say something, yes or no?
Bit early for you, Gov, are we?
Just a minute. Oh, I have to do all that. Takes a bloody age, but better safe than sorry. Well, now, you're the expert. This security business leaves me baffled. What happens now, eh?
Well, never look a gift horse in the mouth, I say.
Well, if you've got an eye on my booze, you can forget it. You're not allowed.
Well, check out the back.
The back? What the devil's he want out the back?
It's just routine, sir. There's no need to be alarmed. He knows what he's doing.
Don't want him poking about at the back.
These, I assume, are they?
These are indeed the items. As you can see, I'm just about...
All packed and ready to go.
More or less. There are 1 or 2 pieces left. Have you got transport laid on?
Oh, yes, sir. I'll check out the front.
Well, they seem very professional.
Oh, yes, sir. The best there is. For the price?
You're obviously the person in charge.
Oh, Lord, yes. One word from me. Just...
What's he doing now?
He's just checking, sir.
Well, I don't want him poking about out there. The valuables are in here.
Yes, the valuables, as you say, may very well be in here, sir. But where are the villains? I mean, that's what we've got to be on the lookout for. You understand that?
Oh, all right, if you say so. I've packed all but these last 3 items.
Icons.
Icons, yes. I've listed everything.
You have?
Made a complete inventory.
Oh, dear, I wish you hadn't done that. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to unpack all these items, sir.
Unpack? You demented woman. It's taken me hours.
This consignment has been insured for how much?
£600,000.
It's a lot of money, sir.
Definitely a lot of money.
Yes, well, it's my signature that goes on that form, after which I'm held responsible. Now, for all I know, these boxes may well contain nothing but house bricks.
Are you serious?
Very.
All right. If it will make your day any brighter,
Had a break-in recently, sir.
Break-in?
Well, what sort of alarm system do you have installed? Is it the Alarmobile?
I have no idea.
Would you have a link-up with your local Nick?
Not as far as I'm aware, no.
Has someone been tampering with your electrical supply?
Electrical supply?
It's been tampered with.
Has it?
Have you had the LEB in?
Nope.
But you have had some work carried out on the kitchen window.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I thought the wrought iron work needed strengthening. You know, the actual cement work where the bars are inserted into the wall.
And who carried out this work, sir?
Oh, yours truly. I'm a dab hand. Haven't botched the job, have I?
Oh, no. It's very professional. Are you an enthusiast?
Well, the job's worth doing, you know.
And this repair work was carried out when?
Oh, recently, quite recently.
Like yesterday?
Yes, yesterday. I did it yesterday.
Sunday?
Well, so it was Sunday. So what? I'll get it.
Find anything? What the hell's that?
Fuse. Big enough to make your eyes water. Want to keep it in reserve.
How long can we keep this up?
Now, can we make a move?
One question, sir.
You know, I'm running out of patience.
What day do your refuse collectors call?
What?
Your dustbin men call what day?
Garbage? You are talking to me about garbage? Well, Worpelton will hear about this, believe me. Mr. Worpelton will hear about this. God almighty, I need a drink. You know, this is pure bloody Kafka. What did you do that for?
Sort of reflex action. You stay here, sir. I'll go.
Mother's ruin.
Do you mind?
Your liver.
Look, what is this, open house? Clear off! Who are they?
Worpelton, security. Ready when you are.
Well, then who are you?
Police, Mr. Dale.
I don't believe it.
All right, lads. Escort you off the premises.
A few questions I'd like to ask you, sir.
Yeah.
Forensics have gone over Ferris's car and it's been found spotless.
Figures.
Do you want me to inform Mrs. Ferris?
No need.
Why are you questioning me about dustbins? Why this sudden interest in dustbins?
Your dustbin gets emptied Thursdays. Today's Monday.
Mr. Dale's dustbins haven't been used because Mr. Dale hasn't been here to use them, isn't that right?
What are you, all sanitary inspectors?
You were away for the weekend, sir?
I was away for the weekend.
And you returned when?
Neighbour heard his car pulling around midnight Sunday.
Be questioning my neighbours?
Any objections, Mr. Dale?
It's known as invasion of privacy.
It's also known as a police inquiry, sir.
Midnight Sunday.
It fits.
Fits?
Like a glove.
Who writes your bloody dialogue?
We make it up as we go along, sir.
That is your station wagon parked outside, isn't it, Mr. Dale?
It is.
Mind if I borrow the keys?
My vase, what the hell for?
I want to take some dust samples from the boot.
What make car?
Chevrolet.
No, forensics run a fiber test.
They went to town.
You get a match?
Costello's prepared to go Bible.
Chevrolet?
Sample from the boot of his car will clinch it.
You haven't got a leg.
Go whistle.
You're in luck, Mr. Master.
So,
What is this, eh? What sort of bloody silly game is this?
Oh, it's hardly a game, Mr. Dale. We're conducting a murder inquiry.
A murder inquiry?
The body of a man was found on a derelict site this morning.
2 witnesses. They've been questioned now.
We've identified the corpse as a Mr. Edwin Charles Ferris.
You know him?
No, of course I don't bloody well know him.
Our inquiries have led us to you, Mr. Dale.
This is mind-blowing. I've heard of police harassment. This is... Put that down, you Scots oaf. No one touches those except me, do you hear me? Put it down, you Philistine.
You've been collecting these for some time.
Been gathering all my life.
You're dedicated.
I have a task to which I'm dedicated, yes.
A man with a mission.
I'm not a collector. I'm a custodian.
Are you saying that these things don't belong to you?
I guard them.
For posterity.
Something like that, yeah.
But you have actually gone out and bought them, right?
They're priceless. You wouldn't understand.
Did you or did you not purchase the bloody things?
Let's just say that I rescued.
I think I understand.
You do?
I think you understand, too.
What the hell?
It disturbs you, doesn't it?
It disturbs me, doesn't it? What?
That I'm shock-proof.
Shock-proof? What are you? You some kind of freak or something? Shock-proof? You know, this bastard is sending us up. He is extracting the urine, and I'm going to have you, do you hear me? I'm going to have you laughing at the other side of your freaky fat face.
Easy, Gov.
Easy, nothing. I've seen his kind before. I've heard them plead and watched them walk away. Jack the lad, hands off. I'll give you bloody shock-proof. I will suck you in, and I will blow you out in bubbles. I'll have you weeping in your bibby and wailing for your mammy. I'll be out there, if you want me.
Gov.
Ask him to explain that.
You know, he's got a deep underlying problem.
Sarge?
Mr. Dale, you realise we have a prima facie case.
Would you care to elucidate for a gin-sodden reprobate like me?
Let me paint you a picture.
Oh.
Thank you. Well, let's take a man. For want of a better word, let's call him an aesthete.
You know, I'm warming to you.
This man falls in love.
Ah.
With a painting.
Oh.
Yes, which leads him into an affair with a whole school of painters.
The quest.
Now, he dedicates his life to rescuing these paintings with no thought of the price because he believes them to be priceless, with no thought of ownership because he believes that no one can actually own them.
Never.
But, like children, having once gathered them, he realizes they've got to be cared for, guarded, protected.
Commerce has prostituted more art than the Maltese pimps.
They have to be protected against the thieves.
The predators.
The thieves that come in the night.
Well, the thieves are clean compared to the vandals, money-grubby, sticky-fingered morons, and worse than rapists, nuts.
This man is besieged.
Well, they're everywhere.
Now, he's not the sort of man who wants his works of art locked away in some damp, dark vault. No, he needs them near him.
The oldest form of worship in the world.
Iconology?
Simple adoration.
So how can he guard them?
Love will find a way.
Now, he needs some form of protection.
You know, the pharaohs built the pyramids. They were still robbed. Your hypothetical man needs a guard who's unceasingly vigilant, unemotional, invisible, and ultimately lethal. He needs...
He needs what, sir?
Well, he needs help.
What sort of help?
Not human.
No, not human. No, no.
A bit of a challenge, wouldn't you say, sir? Competing with the pyramids.
He would have to employ a device.
Oh, like an electrical current.
Possibly.
Like the one you used.
Are you?
Connected to the mains and fed through a fuse. This size.
You're making a mistake. You're jumping to awful conclusions. I needed this.
Why would you need a fuse that size, Mr. Dale?
For exterminating uninvited guests. Isn't that it, Mr. Dale? It's a funny sort of doormat.
Durable.
And deadly.
One the lads dug these out.
We'll buy 'em a large one. They're on me.
Right. Shall we go, Mr. Dale?
Now, the previous occupants had organised a three-phase input, so he had the amperage. Now, an industrial fuse, cable from the mains, large crocodile clip attached to that brass door handle, and Bob's your uncle.
No, wasn't playing games, was he?
He most certainly wasn't.
How does the law stand on something like this? You know, protection of property, so...
Well, we put it to the test, Maggie.
Oh, I'm going after a confession.
Yeah, but will that stand up in court?
Will he stand up in court? His middle name must be Juniper.
Yeah, bang him up for 48 hours without a bevy.
What sort of state's he in?
He's shaky, but he's sober.
Well, he better be, otherwise his brief can always plead non-compos.
He won't go back on a sworn statement.
What makes you so sure?
She won't let him. Oh, Mr. Dale, you have been cautioned, and you will be charged with the murder of Mr. Edwin Charles Ferris. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand, but I don't accept. I didn't kill that thing. It killed itself. A housefly attracted to a flypaper has a choice, to land or not to land. Who is morally responsible?
A man trap or a rabbit snare is laid for a specific purpose. You arranged a trap, and a man died.
It was entering my house, my property. It had no business there other than the execution of an unlawful deed. Let's suppose, as you would say, that having entered my house, a miscreant takes a bottle, supposing it to be booze, and drinks it only to discover too late that it contained a poisonous weed killer. Am I, the perfectly legal owner of a well-stocked drinks cabinet, to be held accountable? A monstrous, disgusting thing enters my house, my home, and in the course of tampering with my belongings dies suddenly. Well, am I responsible? Tell me, is a man's home no longer his castle?
No, Mr. Dale, it's not. Now, that argument may well have been swallowed hook, line and sinker by a jury composed of cave dwellers, but it doesn't even begin to stand up at the end of the 20th century. Look, you went away for the weekend, having rigged up an electrical contraption. In this instance, a known burglar was killed after breaking and entering, but just suppose, that your man trap had malfunctioned, a bad connection, a dodgy wire, short-circuited, and a fire had started. A neighbour raises the alarm. The fire brigade is called out, and in an effort to save your goods and chattels, a fireman enters your house and dies as a direct result of your paranoia. Now, what would you plead then, Mr. Dale?
Well, you're right. Of course you're right. But I'm sorry, no matter how much I search my mind, I cannot feel remorse.
I'll settle for the truth.
Do you know that before a man can paint something as exquisite, as moving as this, he has to go through a torment, process of purification. A true icon can only be fashioned by a man of true faith. Oh, this is much more to me than just a relic. It represents something that in a small way you might begin to understand.
Think I do?
What is it you wanted me, Inspector?
Well, in our mundane jargon, Mr. Dale, it's called a statement.